Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and from time to time I like to use the device that I'm talking about to record the video. I think this is a great way to do videos sometimes, and this is just a discussion video about the Pixel 3a XL and how I've had it now since May 8th. I think I posted my first initial unboxing, and we are heading into July, so we're at the end of June, so almost 2 months with this phone. Wow, this phone is great. So just a disclaimer here, I have the phone on my tripod. Let's get the V40 here so I can take a photo. I'm going to show you exactly how I have this set up. No special microphones or anything. Let's see. It's going to be, I'm going to have to turn the light. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's go here. And this is how I have the phone just set up on the tripod. Just on a cell phone mount, and I got it set up on the tripod. It's inside of a case, so there's getting scratches. And we're going to talk about the Pixel 3a XL. So I'm recording this video in 1080p at 60 frames per second. The phone is great to say the least. I mean, amazing to say the least. I was indifferent about the processor when I first got this phone. Before I even had the phone, I criticized the processor and why Google was charging $480 for a phone like this with that processor. Well, I said it before, and I'll say it again. I even felt a certain type of way about my Sony when I first got this Sony. This is the XA Ultra. Yes, I still use this. When I first got this phone, I felt that same way about this processor because it was a MediaTek in here. And I was like, there's no way that phone's going to be good. I was wrong. I have no problem with admitting I was wrong. The fact of the matter is companies now are good enough and things are so good that you really don't have to focus too much on processor. Only techies follow processor and RAM and all that. Now, what I do want is for the RAM to increase. Now, I'm not saying I'm having a problem with this RAM, but there are phones out there with 6 gigs of RAM or 8 gigs of RAM that cost just a little bit more than this or less than this, depending on what region you're in. So the Pixel 3a and the Pixel 3a XL, this line of phones, it shook up the industry. Now, I saw a post where Google was only getting 2% of the market, and I think that was before this phone. Google definitely picked up a lot of the market with this device. It's one of the best phones that you could possibly get in this price range. And it rivals so-called flagships in this price range. I did some testing. I took some photos with my iPhone, and then obviously I took photos with the Pixel. The front camera on the Pixel 3a and the Pixel 3 are better than the rear camera on the iPhones when it comes to portrait photo. And I think it's kind of surprising. While I use the Pixels for all of my portrait shots, nearly all of them, because it does the best. Either the Pixel 3a XL or the Pixel 3 I have down there. Use them for all portrait shots, and I take a lot of portrait shots because with the Pixel devices, they give you both shots. Now, I'm pretty sure there's other phones that do that, but I just prefer the Pixels for photos, man. It's just, everybody's kind of talking about the P30 Pro right now, and I logged in. I was like, I'm considering it. But I don't know, man. I don't think there's many phones that can rival the Pixel when it comes to photos. Not just portrait. It just takes good photos. And for me, I like to focus on videos. I only take photos for social media when I'm using this stuff like that. All the photos that I take with family is on a completely different, it's on a camera. So it's good to know that the Pixel 3a XL and the Pixel 3a line, these phones are just totally worth it. There's just no getting around it. The processor, like I said, I was trying to become a non-believer, but once I got it in hand, slapped me in the face, and I realized how great it is. And the processor, the camera, the battery. Man, look. If you've never used a Pixel 3a XL or a Pixel 3a, you're going to be impressed with the battery. And that goes along with the processor. So, I mean, the phone does have a 1080p display, but it's a good 1080p display. It's a good 1080p display. And couple that with a big battery, and then this processor, you're going to get stellar battery. I don't ever get less than a day to a day and a half out of each battery. The cycle, I never get less than a day, day and a half. And I mean like a full 24 hours plus another 12 hours or plus another 24. I've gone 48 hours before, I think, on a charge. I believe I have. Yeah, I think I have multiple times. It's very easy to push this phone to the limit. I do a lot of streaming with this phone, predominantly YouTube and Netflix. And I do a lot of Pandora with this phone too when I use it. And it's an experience on a cell phone that it always makes me question why I spent more money on something else. That's the only that's one of the main problems I have when I start to review phones, because when I buy a phone, I'm buying it for review. However, I'm also buying it because I want to keep it. And if you know, recently I posted a ton of phones for sale, and you know, the intent when I get a phone is not just to review it, it's to keep it. Because, you know, everybody has a hobby that they like. I like cars and I like technology. And I have multiple of the same thing sometimes. Like, I have all these monitors, but they all have a different purpose. And I have obviously tons of cell phone cases. I have tons of speakers. Just a bunch of different things. But that's me. Everybody has something that they're going to collect, or some people collect books. You get where I'm going. But I personally feel like the 3A, the Pixel, what's really going to shock me is the Pixel 4. The Pixel 4 is going to be hot, man. It's going to be good. There's just no way it can't be good. If it doesn't do as well as this phone, Google's going to have a problem. They're going to have a problem. It's just what it is. People are going to flock to this phone now. They're going to say, I'm not spending $900 on that. I'm going to get the 3A or the 3A XL. Why not? Wouldn't you? So I think the Pixel 4 is going to be amazing. I'm not just saying that. This isn't like a sponsored Google video. I'm telling you from first-hand experience, this phone is boss. Straight up. The software. Well, let's see. I wonder if it's good. Of course it's good. I mean, stock Android at its best. If I'm using Android, I prefer stock. Now, there are phones out there that don't have stock that I actually like the LG. It doesn't have stock, but it's really close to stock. Sony, really close to stock. There's a ton of phones out there that are close to stock. It just may have a different little skin on it, and in Motorola, they've added the twist and the shake and all that stuff. That stuff doesn't bog down the phone. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good thing for Google. The Pixel 4, I remember I was questioning, I said, do we even need a Pixel 4? And, you know, people say, of course we need a Pixel 4. I'm like, okay, why? You know? But they're going to bring the Pixel 4 because they got on Twitter and was like, yo, since it leaked out, here it is. And people were like shocked, like, whoa, you know. But we still have months away probably from the announcement. And I still don't understand why they did that, you know. But, hey, it is what it is. Right now, the Pixel 3A and the Pixel 3A XL, not taken away from Pixel 3 owners, because that was the device that came out last year. So if you're in the market for an Android phone, the 3A line is definitely one of the lines that I would recommend to you. If your budget is $300-400, you're in the right place. You're watching the right video. And I like to give you a sample of what if you had to do like a presentation or something and you didn't have anything on you, you just had your Pixel. And it's like, we got to get this video out. You got to record this. You could whip out your phone. You could take some photos on it. You could do some video on it. And they're like, get that uploaded to YouTube. You're going to get some good quality. This is literally the rear camera of the Pixel 3a XL. No external microphones, no nothing. So however it comes out, that's how it comes out. I'm probably just going to do a direct upload too and just cut the front and the end. Now you use the YouTube application. You chop the front off. You chop the rear off. You know, that's it. That's probably how I'm going to do it, because I like to give you a straightforward approach to some of these devices. I could point the camera at the phone all day and talk about it, but using it in this setting right here from time to time is what I have to do. And I feel like I'm obligated to do that to show you that you could do it too with your phone if you needed to. If you were in a tight situation and you needed a good camera, Pixel. Nearly all the Pixel devices, man. Especially these last two generations, the 3 and the 3 XL, the 3 and the 3A line, boss cameras, top-notch cameras. So I'm loving the Pixel 3a XL. I know that if you haven't purchased it yet or you was on the fence about it, if you have the 3A or the 3A XL, if you have either one of these phones, get in the comments and let people know it's worth it. It's totally worth it. It really is. It's your man Jay. I am going to get out of here. I hope to see you in the next video. Be sure to start joining me on my podcast again. I'm thinking about firing that up. I'm considering it up. So you let me know, man. It's your man Jay. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. I'm out.